All right, so we finished with the geographic report. The next report is the top versus other Google's top versus other / Google versus search partners report. So this report is you do in the same place. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Top versus other is when you're looking at let's just Google something they do. Freight carriers. So the top section is these top 3 ads here. There's at least one, and then the other is either ads at the bottom here or ads on the side. And you can look and see if your cost per conversion is lower you doing these top versus other reports. Now the other thing is Google versus Google search partners. So Google is just when someone goes to Google and types in freight carriers into the website, or excuse me, into the browser. And then there's also Google search partners, like there's a bunch of search engines that Google is affiliated with to advertise, like on New York Times, Ask Jeeves, Ask.com, all these other random sites that Google partners with to kind of drive their advertising. A lot of times clients will do a lot worse. I've seen better a few times, but most of the times they do worse on these search partners. If they, but oftentimes they do about the same. So we just want to check and make sure that our clients don't either do much better in the top or the side or bottom positions, or if they should be just showing on Google's actual search engine and not its affiliates. So to do that, you go to a little different area. You can look at all this at once. You want to go to just the campaigns section. We're going to go to segment, top versus other. And you can look at this on a campaign by campaign level, although you can't really look at it. You can look at this at a campaign by campaign level, although you can't really look at an amalgamation of all the data like you can in the dimensions reports. So let's just pretend like campaign number 1 is the one we're concerned with, even though that's their old campaign that we've paused and moved on from. You can see here Google Search Top and Google Search Other, not really significantly different enough for us to really make any decisions about, but we do see that Google Search Partners and Search Partners Other, although these two numbers aren't that different, then they are a lot worse than just regular Google search. So if they are limited by budget and you think you can just cut out whatever percentage of the advertising that this amount of clicks is, and it won't have bad repercussions by not spending the whole budget, or if you can just decrease bids or increase bids for the entire campaign after you've cut out search partners altogether, then the best thing for these guys would definitely be to cut out search partners, because they simply do not convert as well as regular Google searches do. So how do you do that? It's very simple. You go to settings. We're concerned with campaign number 1, so we're just going to go to campaign number 1 settings, all settings, back where we were excluding locations earlier. So just under networks here, you go to network search and just exclude Google search partners. Boom. Now we won't show with Google search partners anymore, and we've just decreased their cost per conversion by 25%, at least for these clicks. The clicks that we got rid of, we're replacing with clicks that will convert 25% better. So that these reports can have big effects on our clients' accounts. Now say that the search top versus other showed different numbers, like say they did much better in the top position than they did in the other position, then what you would do is increase bids, because if we increase bids for everything, then we're more likely to show in a higher position. Doesn't matter that we're paying more per click, because we are getting a higher cost per conversion. I'd rather pay $10 per click if each click converted than I would want to pay 10 cents per click if each click converted only 0.001% of the time, if that makes sense. Likewise, if they were doing better in lower position and the other positions, then we would want to decrease bids so that we show in the top position less.